Hello and welcome to another episode of the Flashback Cartoon Hour. I'm your loving bald host with the most from coast to coast, Nick Retroman Lascola. And joining me today is the lovely Mitchie. Say hi, bud.
Hello, everyone.
And today we just got through watching the 1996 Sonic the Hedgehog movie, animated movie. Technically, it's an OVA, but it was released as a two-parter and got condensed into one full movie when it came here in America. So it's like usually, I think it's 2 half-hour episodes, but then when they condensed it all into one, it comes out to be like a 54-minute movie. So not long at all, easily just to get through. And it was cool because like I was showing Mitchie that like for me, I remember this movie when I was, so in 1996 it came out, but I think it came out here in America by like 98. So I was probably like 4 or 5-ish when it got here.
I would have been
VHS. the young buck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest Sonic the Hedgehog fan. He is my absolute favorite video game character. I don't know if you guys can see it on my sleeve, but right there is Sonic. I got Mario down here, and in fact, I got this and immediately went to go see the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Like, I had the wrap around my arm and everything as I was sitting in the theater just watching this new Sonic. Which are fantastic, by the way. Me and Mitch had talked about like how each movie just, it's one of those rare examples where like each movie is just better than the last one.
Completely
and it's
agree.
Fantastic. But for me, this will always be peak Sonic the Hedgehog for me. This was like, as a kid, because I was also a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, so I would play the games on my Sega, and then when I finally found this like anime, and like there's fight scenes in this, dude. Like,
oh yeah, they go hard.
Yeah, they definitely go hard, and so this whole fucking movie was fantastic. Fun fact, it was released direct to video in 1999, which is when I would have seen it. So that like 6 I was. And it was to coincide with the international release of the first Sonic adventure, which was on the Dreamcast. What was cool with the Sonic adventure was like, so for me, Metal Sonic has always been like peak, and I remember when Shadow like became a character in the second Sonic adventure, and like you talk to anybody and like Shadow is that bad boy. It's like he is the bad version of Shadow, but for me, like Metal Sonic was that fucking dude. Or I should say Hyper Metal Sonic, as they call him in this movie.
Just metal.
Or just metal.
Yeah.
Just metal.
Sonic. Metal Sonic.
So like I went in. Oh yeah. Now I just need to see him in a tux, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Oh, even Metal's voice in this was sick. So like for me, Metal Sonic was always so fucking badass, and I knew Metal Sonic well before I knew Shadow, or when I remember Shadow coming to be. But Mitch, you have a different experience here because you came in and Sonic Adventure 2 was your OG Sonic game, right?
Yep. So when I was a wee lad, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was my first like real introduction to Sonic.
For the GameCube.
And I've loved Shadow ever since that. And like the way anyone who's never played the game, if you haven't, get on it. But you know, you can play as Team Sonic or you can play as Team Shadow. And so that, you know, dichotomy of the two characters, you kind of get a little bit of Shadow's backstory, and then the stories kind of merge together. And then, you know, just ever since that game, I was a huge fan of Sonic. I used to want to be Sonic when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, I'm a hedgehog, and I would not fast at all or anything like that. But it's interesting because Nick comes from the perspective of seeing Metal Sonic and going, "Oh, Shadow, like, he's cool, but he's,
Yeah, it's
uh,
just evil Sonic done again,
for me,
right?
Metal Sonic, I didn't even know about Metal Sonic for a long time. He was just another
Mhm.
character in Sonic Adventure 2. But no, shout out to that
And he
game. It's a legendary time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To any kid of the 90s, that's just like peak right there. Because
Hmm.
like Sonic Adventure 1 was great. It was groundbreaking. It was like the first real full 3D Sonic game where it was like a good 3D Sonic game. And but Sonic 2 is like, you talk to anyone around our age, that is like their
It
go-to one
is a
of
game
just like that
changer.
first,
Yeah.
yeah, that first level of going on like the basically like not really skateboarding, kind of like snowboarding, but on pavement,
Hmm.
like pavement boarding and just running from that truck.
I mean, it's such a nostalgic experience. I mean, great game, and then also it just for me it was the thing that introduced me to Sonic, and I that is what I'll cherish, like playing that game as a kid. It's one of my fondest memories. Like, we all have those games that you like to play when you're younger. That was
Mm.
like me and my brother Grant used to just play that all the
Yep.
time.
Oh yeah. Yep. Me and my brother Bobby too. So
Hmm.
like how did you feel like how do you feel they stack up now that you've officially watched the movie? How do you
I,
feel like as villain, Shadow and Metal?
I love Metal Sonic now. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
seeing I could see why you would be like, no, no, no. Like Metal Sonic, he's just as cool as Shadow.
Yeah,
I
dude.
totally get that. He's hardcore, he's badass, and then there you also got that emotional side of it where he's connected to Sonic, and he
Yeah, his like
has that.
personality come.
Yeah, and I totally see it. It's a shame that it's like it's not, 54 minutes. It's You wish it was longer, kind of a deal.
So yeah, dude, you wish it was like a full series.
I wish it was like a full series, and then where Sonic and Metal Sonic, they go their separate ways, and then he would come back as like a recurring character. Obviously, we're
Yeah,
just
yeah, like have them get rebuilt by either Robotnik or Tails or something,
kind
and
of
just kind of like yeah,
like an anti-hero kind of a thing. I mean,
yeah,
That's basically what Shadow
yeah.
is,
That's
right?
basically Well,
But
I think it's funny that like they released this as the like counterpart to Sonic Adventure, but just to like basically basically like oh forget Metal, here's now Shadow. And like and for Sonic Adventure 2.
well, Shadow is U.S. military, right? Isn't that the
Yeah, he's
yeah?
like not even I don't even know if he's technically a hedgehog. He's
Yeah, I
like
don't think I think they're trying to copy Sonic. Um,
yeah, and then like the whole alien side like
yeah.
thing that's happening
Oh
too.
yeah, no, yeah. He
And
comes
like
he comes from space, and then the military captures him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like the one thing is like Shadow and Sonic have like polar opposite
Hmm.
like emotions and like mannerisms and like personalities,
They're
whereas
exactly opposite. Yeah, they're
yeah,
completely mirror image, but
like Metal's more of that mirror image in a
mhm.
way because like he does, especially because again I didn't pick it up on many of these times, but like Tails is the one that like brings the personality out of Metal. And then like you literally watch him and Sonic like synchronize with each other, and then
Mhm.
like that's why he starts acting more Sonic like at the end.
And then he explains when he's on the plane with Knuckles, right? That's when he's explaining. He's talking about how he's like, yeah, all of Sonic's personalities in there. He had to use Sonic to create him, so they
Yeah.
share
Yep.
everything. And he goes in, he goes into good detail. Obviously, um, it's a little detail, but it's nice.
But yeah, let's go into the story for the listeners. So it's honestly it's fucking hilarious. I love the opening scene to this movie. Like the boys Sonic and Tails fucking chilling on the beach, having a good time. Sonic's laying out, he's relaxing, he's got the sunglasses on, got the boom box going.
He's chilling.
Tails is out just like paddle boarding, but like kind of using his tails as the propeller, which is fucking lit too because of the speed that's creating.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're chilling, we just see like this fucking plane on fire come like barreling toward them with the boy the owl. Does he have a name?
Old man.
Old man.
Old man owl. Yeah, that's what they just call him, old man.
Yeah, that's fucking great. Who voices him, Mitchie?
The owl is voiced by Charles Campbell.
What are you talking about, Mr. Sonic? I know how to handle them. I realize I'm a little older now, but back in my day, I was quite the racer. Believe me, I was pretty popular with the ladies.
Charles Campbell.
Yeah, and he's great voice actors. Ha! Like Sonic.
Might as well give them Sonic and Tails voice actors too.
So Sonic is voiced by Martin Burke.
Old man. Hey, old man. Old man, those things are dangerous. Stop riding them.
And Tails is Lainey Frazier.
Sonic! I finally finished it! See, isn't it great? It's a jet-propelled bodyboard. Come on, you want to try it out?
Yeah, how did you feel? How did you feel that they fit with like the characters?
I think it worked really well. I'm used to like a little bit more of like a deeper voiced Sonic, I think. Like Tails, I think was perfect on the money. I mean, Sonic's voice actor is great too. It was just a little bit more childish than I was like. He sounds like more of a kid in this.
Yeah, and very nasally in this. Yeah, like he kind of has like a nasal thing going too.
It works though, because I mean, it's all part of the
it does
the cartoon. I'd be interested to just watch it in Japanese to see how the voice actor does there. Because I mean, like you watch a show like Naruto, and sometimes they're so different from each other.
So different. Yeah. Even the like when Speed Racer came out and stuff, they actually like the fandom say like old school shit like that too. Watch it in Japanese because like it when it came to America, they had kind of like silly sounds in the background and it kind of like changes, like you know how they always say like, oh, the music makes the scene. So like when you make it sound like more goofy and like sped up so that like the words are trying to match the lips, it like kind of comes out goofy. But when you hear like watch it in Japanese, like the seriousness comes back from it.
I'd be interested in watching it. Yeah, in Japanese too, just because. So we watch it with the subtitles, and almost every subtitle had like subtle. Like, they're saying essentially the same thing, but the wording was off. Yeah, like every time they call him Robotnik, but Eggman, right? Everyone knows Eggman, but every subtitle is always Eggman. But the characters are just saying Robotnik instead. I just thought that was interesting. It's like they're saying this almost identical phrases that mean the same thing, but it's like just a completely different sentence almost. And I think it'd be cool to go watch it in Japanese and read it like that.
Fun fact, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, his name was actually always Eggman in the Japanese, even with the original games, he was always Eggman. In Japanese, but when it came over here, for some reason, they switched him to Dr. Robotnik. So I think it's cool that, with the subtitles, they still call him Eggman. And I don't think they ever call him Eggman in here. Or the whole premise of why they do eventually switch to call him Eggman in Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 and stuff, is that supposed to be a insulting nickname that the team gave him because his name is Robotnik, but he looks like an egg, so they call him Eggman to be fuck you.
It's funny. So again, Sonic Adventure 2. the Eggman is his name, I always knew him as Eggman. I didn't know him as Robotnik until I got older.
Yeah, those are the old school.
Until I got older and started understanding, or I'm like, oh, they're the same person. Okay, I'm just dumb.
Yeah, no, dude, it's an easy thing to, because I remember I was like, well, who the fuck is Eggman?
Yeah,
because but like you find out that like that was the original cartoons from like the early '90s that are like more goofy, and like the American cartoons. That's why like I thought this was so fucking sick, because like all the scenes, especially like what we're talking about. So like when they're on the beach, right, and basically the plane's on fire. Tails is like, come on, Sonic, let's go like save that man. And Sonic's like, fuck it, dude, you go do it. And Tails is like, you're no fucking help, dude.
Hi, Sonic. I have some news for you.
Oh, not that old man again. Count me out.
Sonic, we've got to do something to help him.
You're the one who can fly. You do something.
Huh? You're no help!
like, that's not my problem.
Yeah, he's like, you can handle it. You're the flyer, dude. Whatever. And then like literally waits last minute until like they're like he tries to save the owl, and then they're both in trouble.
Once Tails falls into trouble, Sonic is like, oh, Tails needs help? Okay.
Yeah, and then like boom, dude, the way he just like stands up, takes the sunglasses off, and then just fucking takes off is so fucking cool, and you can really feel the speed is just so well animated.
Yeah,
that whole scene.
I like that part too, because they have him running along the wall, like the cliffside.
Yes.
It's just iconic imagery. They aura farm a lot in this.
Oh yeah, dude, and that whole opening scene is supposed to be like a loving nod to the video game Sonic CD, which came out on the Sega CD. But in that game, there's like a small like 3-minute anime opening, and it's almost scene for scene the same thing, like the whole thing of Sonic running sideways on the wall and then hopping from like the falling debris and then going up to like the top of this thing. Like it's almost scene for scene. Almost, I had to look it up. It is a different animation studio, but they like quite clearly, like the way Sonic's kind of like smaller and like a little chubbier, more like his original design. Like they really stuck with that, but almost made him look like a little Mickey Mouse kind of with like the eyes and stuff. It was just cool. Hey there, Tails. But yeah, no, so Sonic rescues them, and the owl guy's like, yeah, dude, the president, like, he needs you to come see him right away. And they were like, you should have just called. And he was like, yeah. Where's the fun in that? Yeah. So I'll let you go into the next scene.
So they go to the president, and Dr. Robotnik is there with the president, and he's taking them hostage. And the first thing he does is try and kill Sonic immediately, and that fails. And then
the minute they walk in.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? Good to see you again, Sonic.
Dr. Robotnik!
Please accept a small token of my gratitude for your coming all this way to see me.
Well, that's a funny way to thank us.
Essentially, Sonic and Tails are just like, they're like, what the hell do you want? And Robotnik, I guess the very first opening of we forgot to mention this, the very first, right before the
during
beach.
the titles.
Yeah,
right.
Before the beach scene, while they're doing the credits in the beginning, you see that Eggman has created Metal Sonic. And basically the first line of the whole movie is when you come alive, or I need Sonic, when you come alive, you like kill him, basically. And then so fast forward past the beach scene, and now we're in the the president's office, and Robotnik is essentially enacting his plan, and he's playing off that he's trying to help and save the world.
Right. He's basically like begging them. He's like there, like, because like he needs their help. Something so dire that like he's there basically begging for help.
And so
begrudgingly.
Yeah. And you know that he's got something cooked up. He's scheming, and so he plays it off as he needs Sonic and Tails to infiltrate Robottropolis. That's what it is. Or Eggman Land, according to the subtitles. Yeah. And so essentially there's it's like a generator of some kind that it overloads, and then he's playing it off as it'll explode and essentially destroy the world.
Yeah, so there's two lands that's been established. There's the land of the sky, and then the land of darkness, and they're both part of the planet Freedom. And basically Robotnik is from the land of darkness, and he's like, yeah, so there's this evil guy, Metal Robotnik, who showed up to my land and basically beat me up and took it over, but he's overran the generator that I used to run the whole city, and if that blows up, the whole planet can go, and I can't do anything. I need you to go and do it.
Metal Robotnik came out of nowhere and attacked my peaceful city with a battalion of demonic robots. They conquered us and drove me out of my home. Metal Robotnik then sabotaged the robot generator, which creates the high-voltage electricity for the entire city. It is running uncontrollably, and there is no place to store this excess electricity. According to my calculations, if the robot generator isn't stopped by sunrise tomorrow, there will be a giant explosion! Huh? Fine! Don't blame me when this happens!
But I just love that, he needs their help, but when they first walked in, he's like, fucking
yeah,
shit.
he's like, kill him! And meanwhile, so we have two characters that get introduced here. We have the president, and we have Sarah. Sarah is voiced by Sasha Bassey?
Oh, Sonic, I don't care what happens to Robotnik or Daddy, but please just do this for the two of us.
And then the president is actually voiced by Edwin Neal, who is also the voice for Eggman.
Oh, no! Sonic, please do it! You're the only one here that can save South Island and the entire planet Freedom!
Which is kind of a cool, he's talking to himself, basically.
And what else is he known for?
He's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's the hitchhiker.
Dude, he's the fucking hitchhiker from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That is the voice of Robotnik and the president, who one I just found out is the same person. But the fact that this dude just randomly shows up in this is fucking why I love this show.
He's got a good casting list. He's in a lot of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Eggman's scheming. He's tricking Sonic and Tails into helping him, and he's essentially holding the president and his daughter Sarah hostage. Which is a funny joke later on where she's like, "I'm not gonna do I won't be your hostage anymore if you don't if you don't play again." They're playing a video game, and she's like,
and he keeps beating her.
Yeah, and she's like, I want to win. I won't be your hostage if you don't let me win.
What a fucking cuck, dude.
Yeah.
Where he's just she's like, I won't be your hostage anymore. And he's like, yes, Sarah, I'm sorry. Let's play again.
Yeah.
No, it's not fair. You always beat me every time. All right, one more.
Just give up. We've played 100 times.
I'll stop being your hostage.
All right, start it again.
So the plan is set now. So Sonic and Tails have been sent on their mission.
And Robotnik gave Tails a special kind of watch that's gonna basically help them find all the warp holes that they need to get to the generator the fastest, and it's allegedly that it's gonna help them get through all the monsters the fastest way.
Tails, do you actually trust that ridiculous little gadget that Robotnik built for you? He's not exactly trustworthy. He could have put a bomb for us in there.
But Dr. Robotnik is the only person who knows where Robotropolis is, so we have to use his navigator and hope it works.
that are like the robot monsters that are like like defending the land. And so they take off. That's where we see the scene of them like playing the Sarah and Eggman playing the video game. And then something crashes into the wall, and like basically Sarah and Robotnik jump into this thing and like they take off. But so now we're with Sonic and Tails, and we get this fucking cool, not really a montage, but kind of, right?
Yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
Where it's definitely a montage where like they're fighting all these villains, like all these bad robots.
It's while they're traversing off to Robotropolis. It's on the
But we really get to see like the speed of both characters, like really just put on like display here in such a fucking awesome way. And then the whole time, the music of this movie just fucking slapped. It's like a 2000 like late 90s rave the entire time.
You'll see it. My head was bopping like half the movie.
Oh yeah, yep, me too, dude. You'll definitely see it. And so they get to the land of darkness. They go through the warp hole, and this is where they have their interaction quite quickly with Metal Robotnik.
Oh, that thing's Metal Robotnik!
That is correct. I am Metal Robotnik. Congratulations on your prowess in navigating through my traps.
Who like kind of fucks him up a bit.
Oh yeah, he gives him a ton of trouble.
Yeah, how'd you feel about the design of Metal Robotnik?
Metal Robotnik was badass.
Dude, especially when he like takes the like thing off and it turns into the cape. I'm like, oh
yeah, it's like a dragon mixed with a jetpack.
Yep. And he's got like this giant like Gatling gun for a hand, and he's a giant mecha. So we got Sonic and Tails versus a mecha right now.
Mecha Eggman. It basically looks like Eggman with just like a lot of armor and guns and all that stuff.
Yep. And if like Eggman was a Gundam.
Mm-hmm. And so they're duking it out. They're fighting. You know, Eggman is shooting at them like guns, like not like little, you know, stun bullets or anything. Like he is unloading his arsenal at them, firing rockets.
Like intent to kill.
Yeah. And Sonic and Tails, they're hiding behind this truck, and they're like, screw this, like we don't have time for this. And they decide to just run away. They're like, he can't keep up with us. And Metal Robotnik steps up and just, again, aura farming, drops these like wings out, and then they look. It's funny because they look like they're like dragon wings. Like they don't look like robotic. And then it just pans to his back, and he's got the jetpack on there.
And it just fucking like takes off, and he starts fucking going. But like the way that the wings came out were just so fucking badass, dude. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. You're right, dude. The aura farming in this movie
it's unreal.
Is ridiculous.
It's unreal. I mean, I see why you like love these characters just from the movie alone.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping Sonic 4 has some of this shit in there at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So basically, so Metal Robotnik, he takes off. He's hunting after them, and they're starting to run across this bridge. And
I love the bridge scene.
Yeah, I do love the bridge scene too. So he blows up the bridge, and you know, Sonic and Tails almost fall off. And then basically I
love that they give him the finger first before they run out of the room to run, because the bridge is like out. The bridge is like half blown up already. It's like the whole area looks like a decayed like New York. But they're like, oh, we need to get him to like follow us, and so they literally and the Sonic like flat out gives the finger, dude. It's so fucking funny. And Tails like turns around and is like spanking himself. They're like, come and get us, dude. Oh, And then there's that whole scene where like he shoots him off the bridge and they both kind of like fuck with each other a bit because like Sonic and Tails are like hanging from like, I don't know, the wrap, like I don't even know what it is. It's like metal bars.
The support, yeah, the support for the
support
bridge.
beams. And they're like, oh, we're drowning.
And they're pretending to drown, by the way,
because he knows they can't swim, and they know that he knows that they can't swim. So he thinks that he just dropped them in the water. They're doing that, and they start sneaking away. And he's like, I've been fucking with you guys. And he peeks over the bridge. Oh, fucking great.
No? Don't think you're safe yet. I'm well aware that neither one of you can swim.
I can't, I'm drowning!
Now I've finally gotten those two out of the way.
I think it worked.
Yeah, let's go! Honey!
I can see you! You didn't think I'd fall for a stupid trick like that, did you?
And so, like, then he starts shooting gum, like gum bullets out of his ass. Like, legitimately, like, turns around and, like, a fucking, like, thing comes in, out of his butt, and he's, like, a cannon, and he just starts shooting gum, and he gets them, though. He gets each of them. He gets Tails in his tail, so he can't fly. Actually, no, I think he got him stuck to the fence.
Yeah.
And then Sonic gets stuck. And when Metal Robotnik's trying to, like, come closer, every step he's taken is, like, kind of sinking Sonic into water. And again, one, he can't swim, and now he's stuck, so he can't run. And then our boy, the motherfucking man, the myth, the legend himself, Knuckles shows up. And I like this version of Knuckles because, like, they're really, like, already established. He literally calls himself Sonic's best friend later in the movie. But, you know, he's got that fucking cool hat. And this version of Knuckles is more of a treasure hunter than he is like the defender of the Master Emerald, like because like he's actually out in the world and just like you see him with like his little knapsack and he sees that like
and his cowboy
boys
hat.
are in trouble and his little cowboy hat with like the little Australian looking like it almost looks like an Australian hat.
Yeah.
And he sees they're in trouble and he shows up and like he's like rescues Tails, but Tails are still stuck together. And then he's fighting off Metal Robotnik while Tails is trying to get Sonic out.
You might have the fastest feet in the world, but now you're just a normal hedgehog. I'll make sure you never make it to Robotropolis.
Sonic! I can save you! Knuckles!
Hurry and save Sonic!
And then the three of them tag team Metal Robotnik, and that scene's fucking dope too.
Yeah.
Where Team Sonic just fucking comes through.
They don't fuck around either. I mean, they wreck Metal Robotnik. Like they
really do.
Sonic cuts. So so basically Knuckles gets stuck as well, and then but now Sonic and Tails are free, and Metal Robotnik picks up Knuckles and he's holding him, and then Sonic does his ball move and cuts off the hand, and then they all fall free. And then they follow it up with like this missile strike that Sonic does where he turns into the ball again and just cuts the robot right from, head to butt, basically.
Yeah. But he shoots through his chest first, like a fucking bullet. Where like I think Knuckles catches him and then throws him. It's like a tag team, the three of them, and so like Knuckles catches Sonic on his fall and like throws him up high, and that's where like he goes straight down through the head. So they've pierced him through the chest, and now they've cut him in half. And like he's like done. They're donezo. They're like, oh fuck. All right, now we got to go get this generator. And that's where like it's nighttime. The fucking rave music's starting to go. The city's lighting up, dude. I was fucking. It's so beautifully animated, dude. It's so fucking awesome.
And we also get the reveal that inside of Metal Robotnik the whole time was Eggman himself, and Sarah, who he for some reason took. Oh yeah, we know the reason. Eggman loves Sarah, so he took her.
He does love her.
That was when Nick was describing when the machine, you don't see it at first, crashes into the president's home. They climb into Metal Robotnik. They just don't show it, so they just showed like this pod.
On your second watch, you actually look at it, and it does look like you can see the full body of Metal Robotnik. But when it's your first like watch through, you don't catch it.
I had no idea. Yeah, I was like, oh, that makes sense. I was like, of course, it's him inside. It's all a staged plan.
Yep. So they got to go stop this generator regardless because they don't want the planet to blow up. So, they make it in and they're all having a good time because, again, they're all like teenagers. So, like, they're like, fucking with the robots in there. And like Knuckles is like, boys, I'm starting to get like pretty pumped up, dude. And they're like, all right, don't let your guard down. He's like, I'm fucking Knuckles, dude. And then like almost gets blown up immediately.
Must be the entrance to Robotropolis.
I never expected Robotnik to live in such an amazing place.
Careful, you don't want to get too blown away.
You're right. Come on, let's go!
We're on the right track. Just keep going straight.
Got it!
I'm getting seriously pumped up about this, Sonic.
Just don't enjoy yourself so much you let your guard down!
I'll be fine.
Yeah, actually, by the snail was funny too. He gives the side eye back, and then he just like fires a rocket out of his ass.
Yeah, dude, and then like immediately almost hits Knuckles, who's not paying attention at all. But they make it down all the way to where the generator is, and like they're having a hard time getting to it because like the platform it's like a small platform that gets to the big machine. And it like starts doing like a conveyor belt kind of thing, and so like as hard as they're running, they're not able to get it. And Tails, I think, still can't fly, or I think he's just starting to get the glue off his tails because they're like, Tails, fly, and he's like, oh shit, yeah, right, I can do that. And
I have Tails for this.
Yeah, he's like, right, that's my name. And like Sonic gets there first, and he shuts the whole thing down like right before the counter goes off, and then he gets like zapped by something and he's kind of like stuck, and Knuckles Knuckles is already in there, and like Knuckles and Tails don't know what to do. They don't want to like break the machine. They don't know what it's going to do to Sonic, and he's basically getting like what's the best way you describe that? Like he's getting scanned.
He's getting like he's taking like his DNA or something like that. Like
his like data, his like life force data or something. It looks like it's hurting him, but I don't know. He like Sonic's kind of like going.
Yeah, he's like stuck in this little chamber, and it's just like it like lights up, and Sonic looks at these little pain, and he's like he's absorbing something for yeah.
And then it lets him go, and he falls. And then, boom, we see, once again, Metal Robotnik appear from the ground and then just, like, completely crumbles in front of us.
Oh, this is where they reveal that Eggman is actually in Robotnik. That's right.
No. You were right the first time because they revealed it to us, the viewer, but they didn't reveal it to Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, who's inside.
Gotcha.
This is where they find out that it's
Eggman the whole time.
Ben Sarah in Eggman.
Yeah, so essentially, right, he got zapped, and then they're out free. Eggman comes back, and they had already stopped the generator at this point, so now they're like, what the hell was that? And we get this cool scene of Metal Sonic popping out, and aura
like
farming.
this giant, like fucking, it literally, or like he's surrounded by aura. It's like this giant ball.
It's a robot that looks exactly like Sonic!
It came out of that sphere.
Whereas like Robotnik's like, yeah, it's been me the whole time. Yeah. And here's my like master plan. And then the big ball appears, and then they're like, something's in there, and it's revealed to be Hyper Metal Sonic. And Robotnik's like, I've been fucking studying you, and now that I have like all the fucking data, this is Hyper Metal Sonic. I made him, and he's gonna kill you and destroy the land of the sky. Cause I told him to.
This is terrible!
I, Dr. Robotnik, scientist extraordinaire, have finally completed my greatest invention ever. I call it the Hyper Metal Sonic.
That robot may look like him, but he'll never be a match for the real Sonic!
Tails, this should be apparent to you. Sonic wasn't being electrocuted earlier. Instead, I was transferring his life data and collecting all the information essential to my creation. Now, Hyper Metal Sonic is ready.
What are you planning to do with a stupid fake Sonic robot anyway?
I'm going to use metal to destroy the real Sonic, and then I can completely destroy the land of the sky.
And Sonic is just like, Knuckles, Tails, don't help me. And he definitely should have taken
He
that help.
absolutely should have, because Metal Sonic beats his ass.
Dude beats his ass. Like, I expected somewhat of a fight, and I think he gets like maybe a hit in, and not like
Sonic being cocky and being the fastest person around, right? He's like, there's no way this guy's going to keep up with me, all this. And so they start going at it, and they're flying up in the,
beautifully animated.
Yeah, again, they're doing like wide shots where you got Sonic is like this blue kind of ball of energy flying around, and you just see this red line following him around, basically keeping
him every
And Knuckles and Tails are like, holy shit, like there's never been anyone as fast as Sonic. Like, I can't believe he's keeping up with him. But this whole time, Metal Sonic's just whooping his ass, basically.
Dude, that roundhouse kick that Metal Sonic gets in, dude, is one of my favorite shots in the whole movie, because like Sonic and Metal made their way like out of where like the building they were in. They're like outside now. They made it up all the skyscrapers, and Sonic's looking for him. He's like, oh shit, I lost where he went. And Metal comes like barreling toward him, and then just like stops, but he's upside down, and he takes his foot and he spins it and just like fucking.
It's funny because there's like a brief pause where he does that. He just like he sticks the foot up, turns.
And because like Sonic's like spooked because he like just like stopped right in front of him, and then when that kick like connects, you're like, oh shit. But like that's like nobody's like Sonic like falls into the darkness, and like Knuckles and Tails are like, dude, we gotta go figure out some way to fucking battle this.
And that's where so Eggman is like looking at the heartbeat or something, right? And he sees that Sonic's goes beep. And basically, he's like, finally, I've killed him. Like, ha ha ha. Like,
looks like that's it. Sonic will never again be a pain in my ass.
And Tails
is mad upset.
Yeah, and Tails and Knuckles they're retreating basically. Knuckles like switches gears. He's like, we got to get out of here. We can't catch up with them. And then Tails is like, we got to get out of here. Knuckles is like, what about Sonic?
I know. Yeah, literally. He was like, dude, we gotta go. We can't stay here. We can't keep up with them. And then when he like Tails, then he wants to do something. I don't know. I will say this is like, this version of Knuckles is like the least like fighty in the way, like he's not like really like
not super aggro.
Every other Knuckles is like, is like the kind of the dumb bruiser, and this is kind of like a more relaxed, like, oh no, dude, we gotta like go think things through. But I wish he did fight a little bit more.
He gets some good shots in though. I mean, he doesn't really fight Metal Sonic, but he's like crucial for Metal
Oh
Robotnik.
yeah, Metal Robotnik for sure.
I mean, obviously he saves
definitely
them, but
does.
he starts when Tails is freeing Sonic, like he's punching the shit out of Metal Robotnik.
They fight in the comics. Metal Sonic comes back in the Archie comics, especially like when this came out.
Knuckles
and I have a couple of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like Metal Sonic also kind of has like a axe to grind with comic Knuckles, because like he also beat him one-on-one. So it's always like, I'm gonna get Sonic. That's my number one rival. But I remember what you did to me. But so the next scene is like we see the old man Owl chilling at Sonic and Knuckles' house. And it's nighttime, and he's just kind of chilling, and he hears something coming toward him, and this dude's blind as shit, so he's trying to see. And the shadow, like the outline, looks like Sonic, which I guess is enough for him, because he's like, "Oh, Master Sonic!" And then like you just see him getting closer and closer, and then the eyes glow red, and then you hear like the owl go.
Master Sonic, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Master Sonic, is there something wrong? Wait, what are you doing? Stop!
And then, like, kind of like fakes you out, because like you think he just died, and then like it's morning time, where Knuckles and Tails arrive, and they're like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! Everything's a mess." Even though everything looks like
it looks the same.
Yeah. It looks the same.
They're like, "Who could have done this?"
Yeah,
like no, just Sonic.
This?
Just Sonic did it.
Yep. And then you find the old man Owl, and he's dressed up in Sonic's favorite clothes, and he's like, "Yeah, Master Sonic showed up, and he dressed me in these clothes," and then he flew away. And they were like, "Oh fuck, flew? That was metal." And so no one's seen Sonic at this point. They start working on the tornado, and they're coming up with a plan on like some way to like fuck with the frequency of metal.
Tails, stop tinkering with that thing. We've got more important things to do, like finding Sonic.
Metal Sonic and Robotnik's Navigator are built out of the same kind of parts. I think I can use that to our advantage. I just have to make this work.
I get it. Do you think you can actually find them? But what if Metal Sonic and Sonic aren't in the same place anymore?
Don't worry. Sonic and Metal will definitely be in the same place.
I don't get it. How can you be sure of that?
Because Metal was programmed with all of Sonic's data. He knows everything. His likes, his dislikes, his personality, and all his thoughts. That's why he knew to come down here. And he even gave the old man his favorite clothes.
And like the president hits them up, and he's like, "We got to figure something out." They're like, "Yeah, this is the game plan, but don't tell Sonic." And I love this because Aura farming, where Sonic is just like up behind the president going like, "Why shouldn't you tell me?" And he's like, they're like, "Oh shit."
Like he's alive.
Yeah, they're like, basically they know that Metal has to like go to the North Pole and like basically destroy some glacier that has lava in it, and if that like gets destroyed, it basically rips off all the land of the sky, which will like float out into space and blow up, and then all that'll be left is the land of darkness.
Possible. I've traveled to subterranean levels of this planet, and I know them better than anyone. I've seen firsthand what his target is going to be, and it's at the northernmost tip of this continent. The land of the sky is held together by a huge glacier which joins the continents. Beneath the continents lie rivers of magma that spread all over the planet like blood vessels. If the tip of the glacier was punctured by an explosion, the magma would rush to the surface, melting all the ice. The very backbone of our planet Freedom would be shattered. The rotation of the planet would hurl the continents into outer space, where they would be blown to pieces.
That's where, Sonic Sonic hears the plan from the president, and then he basically takes off to go to the ice caps by himself. And then Tails and Knuckles decide to go with. And that's where, on the plane, essentially, Tails is explaining that Metal Sonic is a direct copy of Sonic to pretty much everything, including his memories, his feelings, and all of that, and that he's working on a way to bring that out in Metal Sonic.
All right, now we go into Metal's memory banks and adjust them so Sonic's personality comes out.
Hey, Tails, are you sure you can trust that thing? After all, it was built by Robotnik before he gave it to you.
Don't worry about it. Just keep your eyes peeled for Sonic.
I know what to do.
Yeah, bring out like Sonic's personality the best way.
Yeah, a little bit of
Using
exposition while they're flying, but it's him just
and
they're
at
coming
the
up with a
same
plan.
time, right? And it's he's trying to use the watch that Robotnik had gave him when they first went on like this whole fucking little wild goose chase. And so at the same time that's happening, we're seeing Robotnik with Sarah. And it was a little weird because like he's basically like, hey, I got you this like wedding dress, and she's like, oh my god, let me put it on. And we've established like there was nowhere for her to go. She definitely just like fucking stripped right there in front of him. She's a wild one. Sarah's a wild one, dude. She was kissing all of them. Tails got a good little fucking goose on her.
Well, she is the. I mean, almost every anime has that
fan service.
The
really.
Fan service, yeah. They're showing off.
Yeah.
They always draw like the pervy anime character, like.
And that's Robotnik. Like it's been revealed that like he's loved Sarah this whole time, and that like he's gonna basically kill everybody she loves and blow up
then
her
marry
land, and then marry her. And she's not happy. She's not having it.
Yeah, the moment he reveals that he's trying to marry her, she basically starts slapping him around and freaks out.
Oh yeah. Yep. And they arrive at the ice caps, and this is like really kind of the big final battle. But like a lot happens at once.
Yeah,
like,
it's actually a long sequence.
Yeah, fucking dope though. Like, so it starts off with like we get like the final like round 2 of Metal and Sonic, and there's that iconic scene where like they both stand next like across from each other, and like Metal starts talking to him because as we were talking, like we were saying, Tails had been fucking with his watch, and he said, oh, it worked. Like I think I've been able to bring out more of Sonic's personality. So bam, we're with Sonic and Metal Sonic, and they kind of start talking shit to each other, which is awesome.
Yeah,
because like
that's a great scene.
Yeah, he's like, well, let's go round 2, and then Metal Sonic's like, hey, there can only be one of us, like we can't both be Sonic, and he's like, well, fucking let's go. And
he's like, I feel the same way.
So now we can get down to the real fight. The last Sonic standing will be the winner. What? This world isn't big enough for both of us, and one of us has to go? Well, I agree.
Basically, they move so fast, they do like that after image, like disappear, and then they both, like, you just see them running at each other, and then bam, they're like head to head. And Sonic says the iconic line,
you might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it? Yeah!
And even as a kid, I remember laughing my fucking ass off, being like, it's so cool. And so, like, their big fight happens. Everybody else is showing up now. So, like, Robotnik's kind of having a little, like, fight with Tails and Knuckles. He blows up their plane. And this is funny because they crash into Sarah at the same time. So everyone's, like, ships are all falling. They're all now on the glacier. The president's, like, showed up too, just to fucking smash into one of the pillars, and he gets stuck. He can't.
He's about to explode.
But my favorite is when they when Tails and Knuckles crashed into Sarah and they fall, and like you see like the scene is like Tails is like grabbing the top of Sarah's like wedding dress, and then Knuckles goes Tails, and Tails immediately like jumps off of her and is like super embarrassed. He's like all skittish, and he goes, "I never thought you'd stoop so low." I was like, damn, Knuckles is ripping it.
Tails, get off!
I'm so sorry.
I never thought you'd stoop that low.
Well, Knuckles, I think Knuckles has a little thing for her. That's she was like my hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
She loves Sonic. She loves Sonic, but she's being a little hoe.
Yeah, flirty, because what had happened is like Metal, right before everybody had got there, already blew up part of the lava ice glacier, so shit was already kind of like starting to melt and stuff. And Tails was like, dude, like, you need to dig holes, you need to like divert the lava before all this starts melting. And he's like, I don't know, I don't think I can do it. And Sarah's like, well, I'm gonna kiss you on your cheek, and you little thing, you. And he's like, oh, ooh, dude, I'm a fucking all right, say less, dude. And he starts making little holes.
If that ice bridge gets destroyed, then we're doomed. Knuckles, stop the magma!
I don't know.
Would you try for me, brave man?
Mind you, Sonic and Metal are having like their big brawl. The president gets stuck. His thing's about to blow up. Tails takes his watch, and he was able to like short circuit Metal for like a quick second, where like Sonic finally was able to get like a really good hit in. He got a couple of good like jumping kicks in, but like Metal was kind of controlling that fight.
Yeah,
every fight they've had, really, surprisingly,
pretty much.
Like,
yeah,
Metal fucking whoop.
Sonic does better for sure in the second. Their second duel, he does a lot better.
Yeah.
First one, he got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
But this,
Yeah, dude, I don't even think Shadow like kicks Sonic's ass that much. I always feel like Shadow and Knuckles are like way more of a fight, but we'll get into that discussion soon.
Well, I guess in the live action, Shadow gets he kind of kicks his ass when they first.
Oh yeah. He kicks all three of their ass. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They do. Yeah, well,
most of the time, most of the other media that he's in, though, nah.
Yeah, I always felt like they were a little more even. It's like maybe Shadow's are slightly better, but
Shadow
this
uses
was like
guns,
quite clearly.
So.
Yeah, you know, and rides a motorcycle.
Dual submachine guns, you know, it's.
But so, the fight's still going on. Everything's about to blow up, and Sonic and Metal end up crashing into the car that has the trapped president, and like everything's about to go boom. And Sonic's like kind of sitting there and watches the whole car blow up and stuff, and he sees he's like, "Oh shit, Mr. President!" And like out of the smoke, we see that Metal had grabbed the president and rescued him because Tail had set his personality to be more like Sonic. So like it's starting to show a little, like he couldn't let the president die, even though he's the villain.
Sonic, are you all right? Metal!
And so, like, when Sonic sees this, he's like, "Oh shit, we're not so different, you and me. I used to sit on the swing back in the day. I used to sit on the swing.
Talk no jutsu.
And you could too, dude. Talk no jutsu. But like, you know, they kind of have their last fight, and Metal gets I forget how does Metal fall into the like the pit with the lava. I love the way that you put it.
It's when it gets Anakin.
It gets Anakin.
It's when he goes to save the president and he gets blown up into it, right?
Right. Well, because I remember he came out, he's like, oh, like you see he's missing a leg, and he like throws the president down, but does something hit him?
Oh,
is it like falling debris?
Yeah. I think you're right. I can't remember exactly.
I don't think Sonic hit him.
No, because that's when Sonic realizes that he's like actually
Yeah, like he's starting to be like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just programmed.
I think he does get hit by debris or something. Like he essentially he gets knocked into one of the volcanoes, more or less.
Yeah. And so, the classic anime shonen hero moment where like Sonic starts running toward where the lava is, where like, so we see there's this bed of lava, and I love the way you said he gets Anakin, where like half of him's getting burnt by the lava.
Yeah, he's slowly falling in.
Up and like slowly crawling up, and he's looking all evil with the red eyes, and Knuckles pops up and like grabs Sonic and like won't let him go any further, and he's like, no, he's just gonna drag you in with him.
Grab a hold of my hand! Wait! Don't do it, Sonic! He'll drag you under with him!
And like Sonic gets a hand out, and right as he's like about to grab Metal's hand, Metal like slaps his hand away, and they have like this like psychic moment where he goes, there can only be one Sonic. And then
slides into the lava. That was such a great that was such a great part. When he goes in, you actually like you feel bad for him, but you
feel bad for him, dude. It's a 54-minute thing.
It's like Terminator 2, honestly. You know when Arnold jumps in.
100%.
Yeah, when he jumps in the lava, he's like
Terminator.
don't be sad. No,
he's like, I don't want your help.
There is only one Sonic is such a great because that's where their duel started. They're like, there can only be one of us, and then he's like, you're right, there can only be one.
There is only one Sonic.
Don't do it, Sonic!
And then he gets Anakin.
Yeah, then he gets Anakin.
And in the sequel, he comes back as Darth Vader.
Darth
Metal Vader.
Yeah, Metal Vader. Oh, hey, I mean, he is metal. Really.
Yeah, I mean, basically, after Obi-Wan got through with him.
But fucking great scene. So it's kind of like that classic end of the anime where like the sun's starting to come up and like they're all there. Robotnik's talking shit. He has like a little disc. He's like, I can just do this all over again. You guys haven't won, blah, blah, blah. And earlier we should mention that he had shot, when he shot down the tornado with Tails and Knuckles in it, it was the rabbit and the turtle and the hare, right? And so the rabbit one took off and was like a normal bullet, but the turtle one like starts moving very slowly. And so
he's like design flaw. He's like, I may have.
He's like, oh, fucking another design flaw. And like, we haven't seen him since the fight started. So like, now that he's like holding the disc up, all of a sudden this slow moving turtle. And I love the scene of like all the members of Team Sonic just like slowly looking up and noticing the turtle just walking as like Robotnik's laughing with his eyes closed, and it just grabs him and blows up. And
and that's the end of Eggman.
We should mention earlier when Knuckles was making all the holes to like divert the lava so that the land wouldn't melt. Sonic had hopped on his head at one point. Like it showed like a whole scene where like he was like kind of like whack-a-mole.
Yeah, like Knuckles popped. Knuckles kept popping out, and then Sonic would just jump on his head, and it happened like bang, 4 or 5 times.
And then finally hit him in the head. So like now this is the final scene, and they're like, ha ha ha. That's the like classic end of the day type of like group laughter. And then Knuckles walks over and just punches Sonic in the head. And Sonic's like, the fuck's that for? He goes, that's for stepping on me.
I didn't step on you.
Yeah, and so like Knuckles takes off running, Sonic takes off running, and they have a ship Oh, it was Robotnik ship.
Mhm.
The like rest of the gang, the owl, the president, Sarah, all jump into Robotnik's like little flying ship, and
They're all just
Sarah's like, "Shut up, Robotnik! Chase down Sonic!" And he's like, "Yes, dear." And so like they're all trying to get Sonic. Knuckles is trying to like fight with Sonic and like knock each other in the head, and then he sees all them coming, and he's like, "Oh no, dude, I'm out."
Yeah,
And
I'm
he
gone. He's
takes
like,
off,
see ya,
and then-
see ya, Knuckles.
Yep, and then boom, it's
Sarah's like,
Sonic
I
the
love
Hedgehog.
you, Sonic. Like,
Yeah, everyone's trying to grab her. Tails is just having a good time off on the side, but like, and that's the end of the OVA.
happy
and
ending for most
I
most
loved
people.
It, man.
It's finally over. Thank goodness everything's all right.
Almost. Not quite.
What did you do that for?
So now we're finally even, Sonic.
What do you mean? Come back!
Sonic, wait for me! Wait for me!
Why did you hit me?
I was getting you back for stepping on my head, Sonic.
I don't remember doing that.
Well, you did.
Did not.
Not so fast, eh? You won't get away. I'll get your data. Get off of me!
Stop talking and drive, Robotnik! Hurry up and catch Sonic!
Of course I will, Sarah. Buckle up!
Woo! I'm getting out of here, Knuckles!
Hey, wait a minute, Sonic!
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's get down to it, dude. On a letter scale from F to A+, what would you give this OVA?
I think I'm gonna have to give it an A, honestly. I think this is like a
Nice.
must. This is like if you're a Sonic fan, you've probably already seen it. But if you're
Yes.
not, this is a must watch. As a longtime Sonic fan myself, seeing just this, I could see how kids when they were younger would fall in love with it, and I
It
think
got me right away.
I think it's great.
yeah.
I think the only downside to it is that there's just not more. That's
Yep.
like
Yep.
if I had to take the A+ away from it, that'd be the reason. It's just it could have been so you could have made seasons of this.
So I'm super biased, but I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to take off my nostalgia
Take your bias
glasses.
out of
And
it.
if I'm looking at it for like what it is, I will also give it an A, because like for me personally, it's an A+. I love this movie.
Mhm.
It's my favorite Sonic everything, just because of my childhood and when it came out, when I was it was like my happy thing was watching this, and like I had a Sega Genesis that was like my first system, so like I was playing Sonic all the time,
Mhm.
and I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan, and so when I found out that there was something else, like there was Sonic that had like a little Dragon Ball Z fight scene kind of shit in there, I thought it was fucking awesome. Like as a little kid, this just melted my brain. But again, I can see it's very quick. There are some quirks, but again, we watch the dubs, so you never know if those quirks go away when you watch like something like the sub.
I think watching it now that I've seen the dub, I think going back and watching it sub just to see if there's any like little differences there. Also, I'm interested in hearing the voice acting. I do think like the
Yeah, me
Japanese
too.
voice actors, I think they might just have like, that's the intended delivery that it
Yeah.
was supposed to be in.
Yep.
Not that the dub is perfectly fine.
It'd be so funny
But-
though if like the owl just like has like a whole
that'd be like you shall know pain. Like,
Almighty push.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it is such.
How do you think Metal matches up to Shadow? Now that you've seen both, how are you feeling? Like, what do you think? How are you putting this with the other Sonic movies? Or Sonic? I don't know if you've ever seen Sonic X.
I've never seen Sonic X, so Shadow, he's kind of my guy. I mean, he's nostalgic for me, right? There's that kind of bias to it. I do have a bigger appreciation for Metal Sonic,
And that's all I want.
I mean,
dude,
when
you know?
when the end of the third live action movie happened and
Yes.
Metal Sonic was revealed, I was like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
Sonic's in some
Yep.
deep shit. Like I
Yep.
knew like of Metal Sonic, and I know that he's hardcore.
Right. Yeah,
I
because he does
really
appear in the sequel, right? Is he in? I don't know if I've ever beaten Sonic Adventure 2.
he's a playable runner in
Oh,
that.
I beat it, but yeah, he's unlockable.
He's
I
one of
think.
the
Or no, he's just
characters.
playable. Yeah, in the like versus mode.
in the race mode. And then
But have you
Sonic,
played Sonic Heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the villain, and like he gets an upgrade in Sonic Heroes,
Yeah.
and like that's like a thing is he just keeps getting upgrades.
I was
now,
gonna
where, like,
say
he gets
Sonic
more
Heroes is
power.
the other the other game that I used to play a lot. I like Adventure 2 better, but Sonic Heroes
Yeah,
Sonic
the
Heroes
team is a weird one.
Yeah, well there's just there's a ton of characters in Sonic Heroes.
Mhm.
But no, I think Metal Sonic is awesome, and I really like how they start like against each other, right? There's he's
Yep.
just I'm instructed to kill him throughout the whole episode. We're watching him do these little things that are like nice, like he's like, oh, put on old man, put on my favorite clothes to see you in. He saves the
Yep.
president, and then when Tails explains like, oh, he's basically just Sonic, but he's instructed to do something evil. So it's like
Because of programming.
his personality versus his programming. And then you get to the end and he's about to die and Sonic goes to save him and he slaps the hand away and you're sitting there and you're like, does he still hate Sonic? And then then you find out that he's just like, no, there's only one Sonic. And that is,
Yeah,
I think
there
it's a
can only be
beautiful ending. I really
so
like,
good.
I like how this story is full circle and like, I think
Yeah.
it has this like an emotional pull to it. And it's about
Yeah.
a robot. I mean,
Dude. And it's a Sonic, like who would have thought like Sonic
Yeah.
would have you in the emotions? Like, well, I guess like with the whole Maria thing with Shadow, you get that too. But
yeah.
like with this, like this is 96, so this is still like we're talking the first like 3 Sonic like main games, a couple of like crappy ones for like the Saturn and like the end of the Genesis, but that like this came out in turn with Sonic Adventures, so like we're not used to like a like really dramatic sympathy type of story until you like find out the about like the echidnas and the Sonic Adventure,
Yeah.
and then like you find out about this. So like it's cool that it just can bring emotion.
I mean, the stories are always usually just, oh, Eggman wants to blow up the moon again, right? And I mean, I know that's kind of like,
Yep.
he's a mustache twirling villain, right? And he always wants to capture.
Yeah.
It's usually focused on, I want to capture Sonic. He has a ton of power. Like, I'm gonna also,
You're in my way.
yeah, like I'm gonna hold the planet hostage unless you give me Sonic.
Mhm.
So seeing kind of just a one-on-one with Metal Sonic and that emotional payoff, I think is nice. And it's different to Shadow, because Shadow is like just kind of a emo. He's I lost my Maria.
no, big
I'm
facts.
doing this
Yep.
for Maria. Like I mean that's a nice story too. That's a great backstory for him.
Yeah. But that's neither here or there.
Yeah. It's a different, it's the characterization is just really good. And I like that. Every character feels like they have purpose in this. And that's
except
nice to
the
see.
owl.
Metal Sonic isn't just except for the owl's comic relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could argue the owl's there to show that Metal Sonic is also a person,
Oh yeah, you're true,
Yeah.
because he dressed him. You're right, that is.
Yeah.
And, like you're seeing the personality come through.
But I
Very
really like
solid pick.
I just like how Metal Sonic isn't just go kill Sonic.
Mindless
That's all you're
villain. Yep.
doing. Yeah, he's
Yep.
he's more. He's
got
more than that.
emotion to him.
Yeah, he's more than that, and I that's really
I was a big
cool.
fan. I was a big fan too. That like this is like one of those rare instances where Knuckles isn't an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like not just the big muscle bruiser type of thing. Like he's like actually pretty like relaxed,
And he
a
gets,
little short tempered.
I'm sorry,
Oh, no,
sorry.
go.
Yeah. I was gonna say he gets a cool, like, his intro is kind of awesome. He saves them, and
Yeah.
he gives
Yep.
Metal Robotnik the business too. So that badass is there. It's underneath it, but it just they don't. It's not like the
Yeah,
forefront
seriously.
of his arc, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, no, but like seeing Team Sonic like team up and do their thing, because like Metal Robotnik was a problem, but when it's all three of Team Sonic, he was like that was like what they needed to win, and it was again. So the whole movie beautifully animated.
Oh
The
yeah,
music fucking slaps. That's why like I'm biased, and but like I really do feel like it earned the A.
the production is great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Anything else you want to say about the movie?
Go check out the Sonic the Hedgehog OVA. It's great.
Yeah.
And play
Yep, the
Sonic Adventure
completely free
2.
on Big facts or Sonic CD.
We want to know below in the comments, Sonic or Metal Sonic or Shadow 2. That's a
Oh, 100%, dude. Great idea. We want to know, listeners, in your opinion, Metal Sonic or Shadow. I'm going to be a little biased and say this version of Metal Sonic and the comics. Then my boy. I still love Shadow, don't get me wrong. But it's it's very similar to like when Piccolo and Vegeta, because like
they're both
Vegeta,
great, yeah.
It was the villain that became like the teammate, and that like became like chill, and then got outshined by Vegeta, who was like essentially the exact same thing, the exact same story, like the villain that like became the friend. And that shadow to what he did to Metal Sonic. It was like, oh yeah, that was a cool villain, but now he has a cooler, darker, emo version.
Sonic, but he's
he uses
black.
Gun. And oh my god, dude. So yeah, before we go, I just want to talk about how funny that was in the way that the subtitles kept calling Metal Robotnik. It kept calling him Black Eggman, right?
Yeah, it was Black Eggman instead of Metal Robotnik.
Yeah.
Again, the subtitles completely different than the rest of the movie.
Oh, it was killing us the whole time.
It was
killing us the whole time.
It was great because you'd be reading one thing and listening to another. But yeah, they call him Black Eggman, which is just hilarious.
It fucking killed me.
I don't know if that's maybe that's like
right.
a Japanese to English translation, but I just think it's
100. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure, it has to be for sure. Which is why I really do want to watch this subtitled. But that being said, guys, we're on all podcast platforms. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, we're on YouTube, we got clips on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're on it all. And Mitchie, now you're gonna have to pick the next cartoon for us, because I picked the Sonic one.
All right.
But thanks for coming to do this with me, dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been fun. It was a great movie.
Oh, yeah, dude. Always a blast with you, man. Now we got to get Joey V back in here, too.
Yeah. He's flaky.
Flaky
V.
Flaky V. But all right, guys, remember the 3 golden rules. Fight pollution, save the planet, and as always, be good to yourselves. Thank you. Have a good morning, and have a good night.